Okay, calculating the speed of the ball, the force in which I'm going to throw, calculating the speed in which it's going to speed, in which calculating the speed at which it's going to change air. The angle is around 90 degrees. Having this consideration, having high consideration of my height and the height of the basket. I believe that this is going to work.
I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you nice shot. Just want you to settle and do the right.
Oh my god, you're so lucky. Yeah, oh my god, you're so lucky. How lucky are you of just throwing the ball and it happened to make a score? Oh my god, you're so lucky.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Leibard, and today I want to talk about something that I've seen people argue a lot for some reason, which is luckiness. And this is a topic that I kind of get tired of. Let me explain. Because I believe that people don't really realize what luck is. Let me explain. People believe that if there is a 50% chance of something happening, then it means that half the time is going to occur and half the time is not. But that's not the case exactly. Let me explain. Think about this. Picture this. There is a line, half of it is blue, half of it is white, and there is a little arrow going back and forward, back and forward. You have to press it to land on the blue part. So what are the chances of you winning? I will give you a moment just to think. If you said 50% of the chance, then you're damn wrong. Come on, how could you fail 50% of the time? If you do it blindly, there's a 50% of the chance of you getting on the blue part. If you're able to see and you're able to stop it whenever you want, then there is around 100% of the chance of you winning. Come on, you can just win over and over and over and over and over again. Eventually you can realize that even going a little further, I tested it out and I was still able to consistently hit it 100% of the time at 20%, and even a high percentage when it was at 10%, and only when we got lower than that is when I was getting a little troubles. But what I'm trying to say is that technically there was a 90% chance of me losing, and I was getting over 80% of the times right. So I believe that that's what luck is actually in life, you know? If you give me a dart and you tell me to throw it, it is very unlikely that I will hit a bullseye. But eventually, if you're good enough, there is more chance of you hitting the bullseye. So that's what I believe the problem is with people. They don't really realize how luck works. I believe that they forget that the ability matters also. Because pretty much in any case, yes, you might have a low chance of pulling anything off. But if you're good enough, eventually you will. Let's think again of the example of the dart. If you give me a dart and a target, let's say on a wall, and the target is technically small compared to the wall, if you throw it randomly, there's like a 5% of chance that you will eventually hit the target. Heck, picture bullseye, that's almost impossible. But if you have enough ability, well, the target is small, but you will eventually hit the target most of the times, at least 90%. And heck, if you're good enough, you're likely to hit the bullseye quite a few times. So, as I'm saying, not everything depends on luck. Think about your ability also. If you improve your abilities enough, then a 50% chance becomes more like 100%, and even a 10% chance becomes more like an 80 or 90%. The problem is that people focus too much on luck. They keep saying that people who are successful are there because they are lucky, and that's not the case. That's not real. In real life, perhaps in a statistic or whatever, but in real life, you will see that luck is something that's controllable. I believe that actually most people's point of view in luck is actually regarding to gambling. And that's pretty much the problem and the reason why most people believe that they have a bad luck, because they believe that luck is determined by mere chance. And specifically nowadays that gambling is so popular. And honestly, I consider myself to be a pretty good gambler, because I understand one thing, and that one thing that I'm talking about is the fact that gambling is, well, I don't see gambling as something that makes me money. I see it more like something just to have fun with my friends. I understand that gambling can lead me to money and can lead me to lose it all. And that's fine, because I believe that you should never gamble with the money that you don't have. I believe that you should only gamble with your spare money, and that way you will realize how fun gambling can be and how safe, honestly. Because, as I said before, I am actually quite a good gambler, and not so often I lose my money. Mostly the same reason that I was saying at the beginning. I mostly play games in which your ability matters. For example, poker. And I am actually quite good because of only one singular reason. And once again, it's because I just play for fun. And I always play with spare money. Whatever is left at the end of the night is most likely still going to be spent right there. Because once again, I just see it as a little investment that's meant just to have fun. But that's the thing. Most people love to roll the dice on important things in life, and I believe that it should not be that way. Your future plan should never be based specifically on just rolling the dice and hoping that it lands on a double six. You can actually guarantee success in life. Luck is a very small part of the equation, as long as you see it that way and consider it that way. As long as you understand that if luck goes straight against you, you can still win and you can still pull it off. If everything goes wrong, you can still be successful in life and you can still achieve something. That's because life doesn't reward only the lucky ones, but also rewards the ones who put effort into things. So yes, have that into consideration. And remember, the ability matters more than you think. Yes, luck matters in gambling, of course. You can put everything on black and it lands red. Bad luck for you. But that's the reason why you should never focus entirely just in luck. I can truly assure you that becoming a professional soccer player, a professional racer, a professional designer, a professional whatever you want to be, I can assure you that becoming something like that is absolutely not related to luck, okay? If you wake up every morning and train harder than any other soccer player, I can assure you that you will be better than any of them. If you study harder about being a designer more than anybody else, and you focus on the newest trends, and you put more effort than anybody else, I can assure you that you will get far. So eventually you will realize that life is not based on percentages, okay? What you can estimate to be about 50% chance, if you're good enough, eventually you will pull it off 100% of the chance. And what you estimate to be a 10% of the chance, if you're good enough, you can still pull it off most of the times. And if you believe that I'm wrong, then well, that's fine. But honestly, I can assure you, if you stop focusing on luck, stop blaming luck, and start blaming yourself for a moment, and realize that your life depends on you and not just luck and the luck artifacts that you may have, that's when you realize that your life is in your hands and you have to do with it something useful. So stop worrying about luck and stop worrying about chances and just focus on your abilities. I can assure you that if you improve your abilities, then there's nothing that you can't do in this world. Remember, pretty much everything has been done already, so it's a proof that you can actually do it. If somebody has done it already, then you can do it. Just improve your abilities and you will eventually be able to achieve success. Don't focus too much on luck. Luck is just an illusion, and eventually you can control luck to the point in which a 1% chance can become 100% if you're good enough. So let me know in the comments what you think about this. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. My name is Layward. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a beautiful day. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.